Good morning, guys and girls. Robin Leeson here, and I help super ambitious people escape the average life that they feel stuck in through teaching them how to take better care of themselves and also build their own business. So happy Top Tip Tuesday. I'm really excited to be sharing some value with you guys today. And today I want to talk about when you're really busy, how you can maximize on your time, how you can up-level your mindset and up-level your skill set without finding extra hours in the day, because I already know you're struggling to pack in everything you need to get done. You've got kids to sort, you've got work to do, you've got workouts to do, you've got all of these things to do. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming and a bit difficult to think, okay, that's great, I want to learn more, I want to work on my mindset, I want to do all of these things, but where the heck do I find the time? So if you can relate to that, drop me in the comments, because I know this was me. Even today, like, my schedule is so jam-packed that if I don't do the things that I'm going to teach you guys today, I don't even know how I would fit it in. So I found a few top tips that I'm going to share with you guys today, and it's just so simple. But it does take a bit of discipline, it does take a little bit of thought, and here's a few ways that I fit in my personal development. So this is basically around personal development, but if you're trying to, I don't know, learn a new skill set, maybe you're doing some sort of course and there's content you need to get through, all of this kind of stuff, these tips are going to be really great for that as well. Maybe there's a certain area of your life that you really want to focus on, and that's probably my first tip, is decide what it is that you want to focus on, what you want to learn more about. Okay, so do you want to develop your skill set as a parent? Do you want to develop your skill set in your business? Do you want to learn more about how you can change up your diet for optimal performance? Are you working on how to be better with people? Are you working on how to be a better speaker? Are you any of these things? Are you learning how to be better on social media? Whatever the thing is that you're trying to get better at, maybe you're trying to build a better relationship, set your intention with what it is that you want to upskill first, because otherwise you'll just be listening to and reading random crap that's not actually going to benefit you in any way. And that's kind of bringing me to my other point, which is pay attention to what you're absorbing into your brain right now that isn't actually serving you. So if you're watching my content, you're listening to positive stuff, you're listening to stuff that's going to make you think, you're learning things, you're getting new ideas, and you're getting a lot of positive energy, hopefully, from listening to my content. That's always my intention, is to bring value and bring positivity to every single one of you. So let me paint this out for you. Do you listen to the radio? Right? Don't get me wrong, I love listening to a banging tune now and then, but I don't like listening to the crap in between when they're chit-chatting. I don't listen to the news, all of this sort of stuff. So if you currently listen to the radio, if you watch the news, blah, 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 we are going to literally swap that time and we're going to change it into something more productive. So here's a perfect example. Anytime I am doing something passive, I will be learning at the same time. So every time I'm driving, every time I'm cooking, every time I'm cleaning, every time I'm folding up and putting away clothes, anytime I'm doing any of these things, walking to the shop, I will have my headphones in and I will be listening to a podcast. So I've selected a podcast that is relevant to the area of my life I want to upskill. I'm working on my network marketing business right now. So I have a specific podcast that I am working my way through all of the episodes. There's like 560 something. So I've gone back to the beginning, but I started doing this like a few days ago, and just by using these pockets of time more effectively, I've already listened to like 20 episodes. Some of them are only like 15-20 minutes long, but I have all of this passive time every single day. Every single day I cook an evening meal. Every single day, usually, I drive somewhere. Every single day I'm walking somewhere. Even if it's when I'm out on my vision walk, I don't know if I'll be doing that today because it's not very nice outside, I probably should. But all of these things, it might be that when you're doing your workouts, I know Jack listens to personal development when he's doing his workouts. I personally, because I don't really like exercise, I need to distract my brain from the fact that I'm exercising. So that is when I listen to my banging tunes, but I've created a specific playlist that is positive music. I listen to the lyrics and they are only positive messages based on what I want to actually achieve in my life. I'm not listening to music that's about breakups or music that's about bad stuff, right? Okay, like a lot of rap songs and stuff are about, like, I don't know, drugs and hoes and violence and all of these things that I don't want to be putting into my brain, okay? So I'm listening to positive, uplifting music that has lyrics that are empowering when I'm doing my exercises, and then when I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning, when I'm doing all of the stuff that doesn't really require my full attention, I'm listening to podcasts. And another little hack that you can do with audiobooks, with podcasts, is you can adjust the speed. So I try and listen to stuff on 1.5 speed, so you can actually get through it quicker than what the time is. It needs to be slow enough that you're still listening and understanding and able to implement, but if you're adjusting the speed to a higher level, because usually it's someone speaking. So listen to my podcast, okay? I speak, I think, at quite a normal rhythm. So if you listen to my podcast on 1.5, you'll still be able to hear everything I'm saying and understand everything I'm saying, but you'll get through it quicker because you can listen faster than I can talk, okay? So you can squeeze more into less time by doing that. And so imagine if you took, let's say, every day you cook your evening meal and it takes 20 minutes to prepare your evening meal, to cook it and to serve it up, okay? So what's that? So that's 2 hours and that wasn't very good. 2 hours and 20 minutes. So then if you imagine that's 2 hours and 20 minutes of time every single week that you're passive because you're chopping veg, you're cooking, you're serving, whatever. And pay some attention because I actually burnt my finger this week by doing this. But that's 2 hours and 20 minutes over a week that you can now have something in your ears. So let's say it's a podcast that's 20 minutes long, but you listen to it on 1.5 speed or even 2 speed if it's a slower podcast. That means you could get through at least 1 or maybe 2 podcasts per time you cook, which means you could be getting through, maybe across the whole week, you could probably be getting through 10 podcasts or a whole, or maybe not a whole audiobook, but a big chunk of an audiobook. Imagine if those podcasts are relevant to the skill you're trying to develop or the area of your life you're trying to develop. In 1 week, you've listened to 10 podcasts, finding no extra time in your day. You've not had to get up earlier, you've not had to stay up later, you've not had to cancel something else. You've just used your passive time whilst you're prepping your food and cooking to work on your brain and work on your mindset and learn new things. This is exactly what I'm doing, right? Because why would I not want to maximize on that time and learn something new that's going to help me develop and move closer towards one of my goals? Same thing with driving. I've got a guy in my team who commutes to, I think it's at Reading every day. And so he has like a 3-hour round trip commute every day. Every day, 3 hours of passive time where he can't do anything else because he's driving. And I was like, if you just listen to trainings, listen to audiobooks and listen to personal development in that time, you could get through like a couple of audiobooks a week or like a lot of podcasts a week, or catch up on our team trainings and listen to that whilst you're driving. You haven't had to find any extra time, but that's 3 hours a day. He's now able to listen. Oh, one of my phones is running out of battery in my back. Yeah, I'm back on Instagram. Sorry about that, guys. Here's a little hack for you as well. So when I go live, I've got one phone here on Facebook and one phone here on Instagram. That's how I create so much content. I just use my old phone. Everyone's got an old phone like floating around. So I can go live on different platforms at the same time just by using 2 devices. Time saving hacks, guys, all available here. So I hope you got value from this. Let me know, drop me a message if you try this. Just think about, right, what area of my life do I want to work on? Is it my health? Is it my business? Is it my finances? Is it my relationships? Is it my spirituality? What do you want to focus on? Find something that's relevant to that. Maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's some audiobooks, maybe it's whatever, some YouTubes that you can listen to. Identify those and then see how many you can get through whilst still learning and implementing by the end of the week. But with the learning and implementing thing, if you're new to this, even just having those positive messages going in your ears more often is going to drastically change the way you're thinking, and it's going to drastically change the way that you're showing up in your life. So just swapping those maybe neutral or even negative influences like the radio, like the news, like this sort of stuff, and changing that for something positive that's going to empower you, that's going to teach you something, is going to have a huge impact on your life. So thank you so much for listening today, guys. I hope you got value. If you did, drop some hearts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the share button, because sharing is caring, and I'll be back soon with some more top tips for you. Have an amazing day.